21st century, Connors Elementary School. Today we are here at Lake Penisawassee in Norway, Maine. We're here and it's gorgeous. The lake is behind us. We already seen a duck. We've seen some fish. We've been all over today. So welcome, enjoy. We will have on this journey, we're going to Paris Hill, Maine, South Paris, Norway. We've also been to the Western Mountains. We've been to Coos Canyon. We've seen some logs ready to go into the sawmill. We've seen a bunch of things. So let's get going. Bye.
Started this field trip at the Pulp and Paper Mill in Rumford, Maine, which is a huge employer, 650 people. Driving northwest, oh look, what's that we see? A deer! Oh, there it is again! We started very quickly on dirt roads. And mountains, lots of mountains. And many rock walls all over western Maine. Beautiful. My friend Ted was gracious enough to take us everywhere in his huge truck. Thank you, Ted. Steep mountains and roads. Driving by. My son Rick is now in the back of the truck taking pics. Ted's telling me that we went through Mexico, Carthage, and now we're in Mount Blue State Park. A stream that dries up after June. This is Ted's favorite hiking trail. These are some hikers we saw off the mountain headed for their car. Mount Blue State Park does a lot of conservation efforts. Linda Bean lives across the road from this. And there's another hiking trail. This is my son Rick taking pictures from the back of the truck. There's the stream. This woman's panning for gold in a dish that really works for panning gold. I'm just trying to get me in the picture with this woman panning for gold. Water. Stay in cabins like these when they're up panning for gold, and there's many of these cabins. This is a huge bear carved with a number 8, and that's their house number. This is a house near the end of the park, still in Mount Blue State Park. We're now at Coos Canyon, one of my favorite places. The Swift River runs from the mountains, forming a gorge. Picnic and park area. See colors of these rocks. Amazing. I've been swimming several times here, and when it's hot, and you only want to go in when it's hot because it's very cold. Story of Paul Bunyan. If you want to read it, push pause. Ted and I came to Coos Canyon on four-wheelers from Dixfield, which took an hour and a half each way. Need to go to the bathroom? There you go. Sunbathing on these rocks is awesome. Rocks lining the canyon walls have carved lines in them due to erosion over the years. This is a place you don't want to swim. Just beautiful. And yes, the water is very cold. This is the Coos Canyon School of old. This is Angel Falls. It's a 50-foot plunging waterfall with swimming and wading pools at the bottom. Windmills creating power and sent to Massachusetts. Huh? Maine had a huge logging industry. This is a logging camp of the past. Horses pulling logs to a log yard. Logs were dumped into rivers, and men like these helped start the logs on their way down the river. Logs on their way to the mills down the river. Trees are sawed into boards at mills like Irving Forest Products in Dixfield, Maine. We're now at a rest stop, and it's beautiful falls, Snow Falls. What a drop over these falls. See? Long ways down. This is really not a tunnel, it's a natural bridge. So we don't swim in these. Nowadays, logs are brought to the logging yard, like this, and trucked to the mill. This is a small village recognized as a National Historic District. Birthplace, a home, and home of Hannibal Hamlin. He lived in the house next door. Hannibal Hamlin was Abe Lincoln's vice president. The house overlooks most of the valley. Just gorgeous. These next few pictures are old homes of Paris Hill. This is my favorite house. It's right on the corner. I lived there for 3 years. Many people living in South Paris in Norway years ago worked in factories. And this is a snowshoe factory called the... Imagine taking a dog sled ride. Contact Ultimate Dog Sledding in western Maine. Roberts Farm Preserve is 165 acres of farmlands, ponds, pastures, stone walls, orchards, and groves. You can compete in a snow festival in the winter. You can hike and bike and ski. Lots of maps. Or you can look at ferns. Or flowers. I think it's an Indian paint flower. Do you think it is? Give me a call. Lake Pennsawassie, and yes, it sounds just like this, Pennsawassie. My grandparents lived on Paris Hill and had a camp at this lake. It feels good to share this with you. A duck? We're not sure what this is. Fish. Good fishing in that lake. The beautiful lake. Many happy days there. And the public beach. Hey, thanks for joining us. See you next time.